And boy, was this a time. Oh my goodness. So we're on the red carpet. The show is over. The red carpet is finished. But we spoke with the top people in the R&B and hip hop industry. I'm talking Carrie Hilson, June's Diary, Jussie Smollett, just to name a few. Tiana Taylor herself. And guess what? Her abs were all out. Beautiful. And the entire reason that they were all here was to celebrate the producers, the publishers, all those people who work behind the scenes. And of course, to see Janet Jackson. Okay, so we are here with the Mona Scott Young. Yes.
Hey, honey, how are you?
I'm fantastic. So how does it feel to be at the BMI Awards? I mean, these are your people. These are the people who...
This is my music roots, my music family, and it's an amazing night to come back to this because we are honoring the icon of, to end all icons, JJ, Miss Janet Jackson, Miss Jackson if you're nasty.
Ooh, are you nasty?
Listen, I'm always nasty, always in control.
You know, so much. So I have to ask, you know, obviously we love your show as well, the big franchise that you have just made historic. So are you doing any recruiting tonight? You know, there's a lot of producers and
it's always good to come to the A because you never know who you might run into, and especially at an event like this, which I know is absolutely star-studded. I'm going to be keeping my eyes open.
I know you are.
Making the rounds.
Last question for you. So how successful has your book launch been? You know, we were there when it initially happened.
Yes.
Well, how's it been?
It's been amazing. I mean, I've been getting so much press, but I don't know what I was thinking. Taking on yet another job. But, you know, I love doing new things, pushing myself, challenging myself. This has been another thing to add to the resume. I'm loving the experience, and I'm so grateful for all of the support. So I always want to say that. Thank you so much for everyone who got Blurred Lines, the novel, available everywhere books are sold.
You are such a businesswoman. Bye, Mona. So good to see you. Thank you. So good to see you. How are you, Carrie? Good to see you.
Same.
Okay, we're good to go, Charles?
I'm ready.
Okay, so Carrie, you look so good. You always look so good.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know that you've been a songwriter for years, and then all of a sudden the world was exposed to your beautiful brown eyes and your beautiful voice. Do people really know the difficulty that songwriters have, the people behind the scenes? Do people really know the story of those folks?
No, actually. And it is such a producers are writers too, but it is such a producer-driven game that songwriters, you know, we really kind of take the back seat when it comes to being recognized. But we do a lot of the hard work. We're the ones pulling the emotion out. We're the ones pulling teeth and having to have the difficult conversations in order to write the song that will, you know what I mean, translate emotively. So, yeah.
They don't know.
They don't know. They have no clue how much work goes into what we do.
So of course, you know, I have to ask the next question. So we love hearing your music. When are we going to hear some more of it?
Ooh, well, we're working on that right as we speak.
Okay.
Right as we speak. So it's sooner than people think. Although, you know, it's been some years. It's been some years, so it is long overdue.
And the world is ready.
I think I might name it Past Due or something.
Oh, that's a good one. And my last question for you, Carrie. You know, Janet Jackson, I'm sure she inspires so many people,
Oh, yes.
specifically you.
Yes.
So tonight, you being in her presence, hearing her voice, and
So awesome. So awesome. I met her, I think it was a BMI Awards when I sang, they were honoring Michael. And her whole family came back. I sang, I forgot what song it was, but her whole family came back and was like, you did amazing. I was like, this is a drink. I'm talking brothers, sisters, mother and father. Like, it was such an honor. So that was, I think, my only time ever meeting her. So I'm sure she will never, you know how you'll never forget something and they'll never remember. So she probably doesn't remember that, but
matters,
such an honor, yes.
And last question, favorite Janet Jackson song? Give it to me.
Let's Wait a While.
Oh, can we get a little something like
Let's wait a while. Before it's too late, let's wait a while. I'll just skip.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Love her. Thank you, friends. Mwah.
You act, and then you also sing. You do music. I mean, you are a triple threat.
Thank you.
So which one do you like better, and why?
At this point, it'd have to be music. But that doesn't mean that acting is any further away from my heart. It's just that it's the thing that I am. You know, acting is so beautiful and I love it because it's always like finding a piece of yourself in other characters. But music is literally all you. Like you're showing yourself. You're being honest. You know, I'm a autobiographical songwriter, so that's just what it's always been. Right now, it's music, for sure.
People like Janet Jackson inspire you?
Always. I've looked at her career from the very beginning, and I've always said, like, even from, like, her being a part of the family and then her going into acting and then breaking into the music, and, like, I've always looked at her career as, like, kind of I guess it's like the prototype. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just the perfect situation, and she just has always kept it real, always kept it honest. I love her.
Favorite song?
Oh my goodness. All of the Janet album, the Velvet Rope album, and Rhythm Nation. I can't pick one. I love her too much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Petunia, we got one question for you.
Petunia, what's
All right,
going on?
Francesca, NBC, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so you are so provocative with your music, with your look. I love it. You give people like me a life, girlfriend. Like, I'm a news person, but I would love to have your hair right now. Tell me this. How has Janet Jackson inspired your look, your EP, your type of music? Come on.
Come on. This is like Janet all the way down. You know, everybody know I'm Janet's biggest fan, and when I come to pay homage, I take it all the way there. I don't half-ass it. I don't do it halfway. You know, I gotta go all the way. And I mean, she's just been a big inspiration to my whole career because, you know, I love to feel sexy. I love to be sexy. I love to make sexy music, and she makes me feel okay with like doing that, and she makes me feel confident in that. She makes me, you know, like love myself, you know, and she makes me not be afraid to be, you know, unapologetic of what I believe in.
And your look, please just tell us about the look tonight.
Yes, well, of course, you know, I'm going for a little Janet look.
Girl.
You know, back in the days, they ain't do too much, you know. It's just like, you know, cute, sexy top, some, you know, vintage denims, you know, and a blazer if you feel like they was trying to dress up tonight, you know. But that's another thing I love. You know, she just always had that tomboy swag, but always knew how to, like, you know, sexy it up and be comfortable at the same time and kind of just blend in a little tiny bit. So I feel like the blazer kind of allowed me to kind of fit in a little bit, but then everything else is real, like chill and, you know.
Have fun, Petunia. Good luck
you.
tonight.
Thank
Good luck
you so
tonight. We can't wait to
much.
see you in the tribute.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Gorgeous. So I was at Sister Circle when you were on. I watched you on Interviews. We're in the same building.
Yes.
So congratulations on everything. I know how expressive you are from on your Instagram.
Yes.
Why is it so important to also celebrate those people who are the writers, the publishers, the producers behind the scenes?
Man, because that's what makes the world go round. You know, without the songwriter, there would be no artist, right? You know what I mean? That's the story. So it's important.
So as far as your self-expression, I mean, you are very expressive. I mean, I love looking at your social media because you do what you want, you wear what you want, you act how you want, you're funny, you're crazy. Does that drive your music? Does that play a role in your music?
Absolutely. My goal is to change the narrative of typical songs. You know, everything's always about love, and that's beautiful. But there's so much more that we can do with our platform to just talk about things that are important, you know?
Amen. And as far as Janet Jackson, I know, right? So I know you're excited to be in the same room as her.
I am. I can feel the
It's gonna be
Jackson
crazy.
air.
Okay, so what's your favorite song? Favorite Janet Jackson song?
Ooh, oh my gosh. I love Again. It's not my absolute, like there's so many, I have like millions of Janet, but Again is one of those songs that I feel like, like, you know, Poetic Justice. Girl, remember
one of
that?
those.
Just that brown album with the white letter, I mean, that whole album.
For me, it's I Get So Lonely, but you know.
Ooh, I love I Get So Lonely.
Yes.
Yeah, we harmonize. Yes.
I'm not like you, but congratulations.
Thank you so much.
We're excited to see you inside. Thank you, Janet.
Good to see you.
Song, and how excited are you to be here tonight?
One of my favorites is Scream. I just feel like it has such a insanely powerful message that's still very relevant today, with her just addressing head-on like the paparazzi, like the tabloid, just gossip, the trolling, like in general. And I feel like that's such a huge issue nowadays with social media, just becoming more and more just of an open space for people to just like broadcast their opinions like for free. And so that's definitely one of my favorite songs.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, and good luck tonight. How you doing? Yes, NBC. Francesca, very nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you also.
Okay, so welcome. You look gorgeous in red, girlfriend.
Thank you.
Okay, so tonight we have to ask the big question. Janet Jackson's in the house.
Yes.
I know you're a big fan of hers.
Huge.
What's your favorite song, Keisha?
Oh my goodness, everything from Rhythm Nation to Pleasure Principle to you name it. Like, I love Janet.
Are you dabbling into music yourself? Because I know a big track just came out recently, right? You were featured on it. I said, okay, Keisha.
That's actually my brother Copa right here. It was something fun to do. It was just a bucket list. Like, we were just having fun, and he let me come in the studio on his session, and I don't think he thought I'd be able to do it. And I think I did pretty good.
So do you see yourself dabbling into music in the future?
No, I stay in my lane. It was fun. I'm happy to support my brother, and I'm just happy he let me, you know, come in. And
She'll be back.
Yeah?
She'll be back.
Last question. Who's the biggest artist that you're excited to see tonight, besides Janet?
Oh my goodness. You know, it's funny because everyone here from, I know Sierra is part of the tribute to, Tiana, all of the different Jesse, they're all people who we've all met and known in one another. So it's kind of like family. I know Ludacris, Chris is on his way here. So it's just so many people that, we're just going to have a good time.
Enjoy tonight, y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so meet the Browns. Oh my goodness, we got to ask the big question. What is the secret to a lasting marriage?
We're in love.
That's
Stay
it.
in love.
That's it. And he's my best. And he's my best friend. And
No, we're friends for real.
yes,
Like,
so
yeah, because there's some stuff
really,
that
it's love.
only friends can endure.
And we're still trying to get into the Tyler Perry studios. What is it like working with Tyler Perry?
It was a lot of fun, of course, and a lot of work. And you have to be able to be quick on your feet. But I mean, it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time with him. And never know, we may be doing something else.
We can't wait.
You never know.
Never know.
You look out this year.
Thank you. You look the same. It is ridiculous. You look good. Okay, so Evander Holyfield, you know a thing or two about fighting, right? So if you could kind of parallel or compare those in the music industry to those in your profession, how would you compare? Do they have any similarities?
Pretty much the same. Talented people, and you people with gifts. So if both people have gifts, then what's going to happen? And the personalities are going to come out and make one a little bit better than the other.
Mm-hmm. And this is Janet Jackson's big night as well. So we got to ask, of all of her songs in her repertoire, what is your favorite Janet Jackson song?
Wow, it was so many. Let me see. I would say.
Think on it.
I would say Butterfly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one you're going to be singing in your seat today?
No. I learned to zip it up because you can't sing well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. How are you? And yes, the A scene was inside of the show. It was amazing. The tribute with Sierra and Tiana Taylor, seeing Janet Jackson in the flesh. And yes, she did speak pretty softly. But if you want the full list of all the BMI winners, you can head over to 11alive.com/the A scene. And of course, go to our Twitter and our Instagram. We were live streaming it all. We were live tweeting it all. So go ahead and check it out.